Hi, my name is Jenna Snyder, and I'm going to present my Iceland PowerPoint. I'm not very good at presenting or speaking, but I will do my best. The title of my PowerPoint is Iceland, a Geologic History. Where is Iceland located? Well, if you look at a map, you will find Iceland in the North Atlantic Ocean. Iceland is near the Arctic Circle between Norway and Greenland. The island of Iceland is approximately 40,000 square miles large. This is, in comparison, you can put Virginia and Kentucky together, and that's about how large Iceland is. The coastline of Iceland measures to be 4,970 kilometers. This is a diagram kind of shows where Iceland is located. This is Iceland. On the left side is the North American plate, and the right side is the Eurasian plate. Shows the two plates on either side, and then this is the mid-Atlantic ridge that kind of runs right through the middle of Iceland. How was Iceland formed? Iceland was formed over a hotspot called the Iceland plume. The plume created the island about 16 to 18 million years ago. Iceland lies on the divergent mid-Atlantic ridge, and this runs through the middle like shown in the previous slide, between the two plates, the Eurasian plate and the North American plate. Due to the tectonic setting of Iceland, Iceland can experience frequent earthquakes and unpredictable volcanic eruption. This is a little diagram of the mantle plume where Iceland was formed right here, and then that made the whole land mass. It also shows the different rift zones, with the western rift zone, the eastern rift zone here, and the northern rift zone here. I thought this was a pretty good diagram. What is Iceland composed of? When I did my research, I found that it's mainly composed of igneous rock. 25 different types of rock, and some of the most commonly found rocks, I'm not very good at pronouncing this, but it's tholeite, olean tholeite, gabbros, and rhyolite. You can also find volcanic rock on the island. The volcanic rock is formed from the magma that erupts from the volcano and hardens to a rock. There's also plutonic rock that is formed under the surface. The most dominant rock between those two is the volcanic rock. Because the island is very young, there's not a lot of erosion, so the plutonic rock is more minimal. This diagram shows another view of the rift zones going right through Iceland. It also shows the lithosphere and the ionosphere. I think you've actually shown one of these on your PowerPoint, but I thought it was very good. It also shows the magma plume where that would erupt and create the island. Some different geologic time periods that I found important. About 100 million years ago, that's when the mid-Atlantic Ocean ridge started to form because the volcanic plume under the Iceland was beginning to form too. About 20 to 30 million years ago, there was a bridge that connected Scotland and Greenland. This bridge started to be taken over by water, and then that's about the time that Iceland began to form. This research indicated 20 to 30 million years ago. Other research I found 16 to 18, so I think there's a little bit difference of opinion there, but my research is documented, so you'll be able to see that. And about 3 million years ago, the Ice Age started with about 30 cold periods and 30 warm periods. After that all ended, about 5,000 years ago, there was a huge volcanic eruption in Iceland from the Lithoran Shield volcano. And then in year 807, this is the year that settlement began in Iceland, and research indicated that it took about 60 years for settlement to finish. Climate change in Iceland. According to researchers, Iceland is beginning to rise due to the climate change. That's freeing up some land, about 1.4 inches per year. Some might see this as an advantage. More land might be needed there. But researchers are concerned about this because they think that this is due to some volcanic activity starting, which nobody in Iceland wants. Employment in Iceland. Much of Iceland's economy relies on tourism. Many of the residents work at different areas like hotels or shops or tour guides. That's a lot of their money comes from. Education is important in Iceland as it is in many areas. Should be more important here. So teaching is a needed job there. Construction is a new important job there because there is so much more popularity to the place. They do need more hotels built and more areas to hang out and activities to do. So construction is very popular right now. Problems, you say? Do they have problems? I guess they do. In 2008, when the market took a big dive, we in the U.S. had some problems, and so did they. They were affected greatly to the negative. Tourism has become more popular since then, and that is helping their economy grow. But due to volcanic activity and the uncertainty of it, their economy remains rather low. You may not want a vacation there if you think a volcano might erupt. I don't know. Or if a volcano did erupt, you then wouldn't want a vacation there because the air quality would be poor. So unpredictable volcanic activity keeps the population of Iceland to a minimum. The fear of losing all your belongings to hot lava could be scary, or, dying because you're breathing in bad air. That's not good. So who wants to visit Iceland in the future? Some researchers might suggest that if you do want to visit Iceland, you might want to plan your visit soon. Due to volcanic eruptions being unpredictable, you never know. So they did some research off of another volcanic eruption that happened in 1783, the eruption of Laki. The last time that volcano erupted was June 8th, 1783. This eruption killed approximately 10,000 Icelanders, but not right away. This happened about 2 years later. That many people had passed away, and they say that due to poor air quality, lung disease, heart disease, things like that killed them over the years. This was about 1/5 of their population, too, at the time. So researchers have a computer simulator now where you can plug in some numbers, and it will give you ideas of what could happen the next time there is a massive volcanic eruption. And from what I found, it indicated that due to poor air quality, after about a year after the volcano has stopped its eruption process, 142,000 Icelanders would be dead if they stayed on the island after this eruption. Due to poor air quality, you could get heart disease, lung disease, and so my thought is, if it did happen and you weren't affected immediately by the volcano, like dying in the hot lava, then probably you'd want to move, because past has indicated that you can die from breathing in the thick air and the poor air quality. So if I were living in Iceland and this happened, I would just leave, because I don't want to die. But this is all my research that I found, and I enjoyed doing this research. It helped me learn a lot about Iceland, and I think I'm saying it right, but I saw something else about it has a T in it, so I'm sorry if I pronounced the name wrong the whole time. I tried to have Suri help me, but she couldn't say it for me. But anyways, thanks for watching my video, and I'm really enjoying your class. Thank you.